वेलकम टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल। अड्डा नेटगेट के प्लेटफॉर्म पे स्वागत है। टुडे वी विल स्टडी अबाउट द नेचुरल साइकिल्स ऑफ द एनवायरनमेंट। हियर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी स्टडी द हाइड्रोलॉजिकल साइकिल। व्हाट इज द हाइड्रोलॉजिकल साइकिल? इट इज आल्सो नोन एज द water cycle. Means that the water which are involved in the cycling from the one source to another source, from one organism to another organism, or one sphere to another, like a lithosphere, biosphere, and the enter conversion of the water from one form to another form, and the movement of the water we are going to study here. The hydrological cycle involves the continuous exchange of water between sea, atmosphere, land, and means that all the form of the water, either in the river, surface water, or the groundwater, or water found in the animals and all the living animals, and through other process which are either circulate in the environment to the different types of the environmental components. It is also known as the cycle, the hydrological cycle. So land, living animals through massive evaporation of water. The evaporation is performed by the some solar light from the surface of the ocean. It goes to the atmosphere where it forms the cloud, and due to the condensation process, the weightage increases, and it is comes down in the form of the precipitation. Here we are going to see the figure. This is the figure. Here we can see the solar radiations are coming from the sun, which evaporate, means which convert the liquid in the vapor form, which goes in the atmosphere to formation of the clouds, and also the plants take the water, excess water, it excretes in the form of the transpiration, means the excess water to goes into the atmosphere by the process of the transpiration by the stomata in the leaves. And also we can see the lake or the other surface surface, and either in the groundwater, these all waters are going in the atmosphere where it is from the cloud formation, and it precipitate and comes reverse to the these water bodies like lakes, ground, and also it goes in the groundwaters and the several organisms which use the water. So here several persons are involved in the water cycle. The several components it is moved. Here we can the land surface and the water surface on the earth lose water by evaporation. मीन्स क्या होता है, जो लैंड का सरफेस एंड वाटर सरफेस ऑन द अर्थ lose water. Surface water either in the form of rivers or pond and the lakes, the water is vaporized by the use of the solar radiation. It goes to the environment. And the next is the normal percent of water from the ocean exceeds precipitation by rain into seas by 10%. Means precipitations means जो rain falls is more than the 10% to the how much the water evaporated from the ocean surface. That the excess 10% is the obtained by the precipitation is the balance to the different type the water components at the surface of the water in the different various organisms and the systems. So these 10% excess which precipitate on land balance the hydrological cycle. Excess 10% water precipitation is rainfall, it balances the water. It maintains the water cycle in the surface of the earth. The sum of the precipitated rain shapes into the soil as a groundwater. Means few part of the waters which is rainfall, it shapes means it goes to the inside the earth by the seeping process. The groundwater moves up by a capillary action. The capillary action means the going to the up from the ground to the soil purpose. This is the capillary reaction, a continuous supply, which continues supply the water to the surface layer of the soil. The water from the surface layer of soil by absorbed by plants means that these waters are the found in the surface in the soil, and these waters are the taken by the plants roots, which in turns in return to the atmosphere through transpiration. Plants take the water, and due to the transpiration, these water return again into the atmosphere. Surface water are enough flows into stream, rivers, lakes, and the catchment areas or reservoir. Means surface water are enough flows into streams. Means after rainfall, a lot of the waters which are going to the drains to the stream, rivers, lakes, and catchment areas or reservoir where water is storage. Animals also take water which is also returned to the atmosphere through evaporation. Animals and other organisms which take the water for the drinking purpose and also other purposes, these waters are also returned to the atmosphere. Thus, there is always a balance, continuous cycling of the water between Earth's surface and atmosphere. Means these waters are the balanced. Means cycle will continue. It goes from the atmosphere by the precipitation to the Earth's surface, and it goes to different types of the organism in the body, and it also feel and again returned to by the process of transpiration or the evaporation in the atmosphere and the cloud formation again and the precipitation. This will be continue. ये जो लगातार this process will be continue. अब oxygen से next one is the oxygen cycle. The oxygen just like the here we can see the exchange of oxygen between different segments of the environment, means the movement of the oxygen to different parts of the ecosystem like atmospheric, atmosphere, lithosphere, hydrosphere, and the biosphere, as shown in the figure 5. One thing is important. Here we can see there the ozone shield. Ozone shield means the solar radiation which are coming to the earth. The ozones absorb these radiations, these photons. Ozone, it is the oxygen compound which absorbs the radiations which are the harmful to human body. If it goes to the earth surface, it will be cause the difference of the diseases related to the skins and other problems will be. So in the oxygen cycle, only one source of the oxygen atmosphere is the photosynthesis. What is the photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process of the taking of the CO2 plus H2O and the energy to formation of the carbohydrates and the release of the oxygen. So, and the oxygen is the byproduct or the base product for the plants. These oxygen is utilized by the different sectors or the different animals which needed the oxygen for the respiration or the breathing purpose, and also the several chemical reaction. Here we can take the burning reaction, C plus O2, carbon and oxygen. Carbon is used oxygen to form the carbon dioxide by burning fossil fuels. Here is the oxidative weathering process. Oxygen is used for with the ferric oxide to form iron oxide to form the ferric oxide. Here is the calcium and the carbonate. Carbonate also use the carbon dioxide and oxygen, where the oxygen is already incorporated into this carbonate, and it combines to form the calcium carbonate with the sediments or the rock. Here CO2, CO and O2 to form this carbon dioxide. So these all are the uses of the oxygen, where oxygen is utilized for the different type of the chemical reactions which are the performed. Here we can study important points from this. The important oxygen, the atmosphere chemistry, geochemical transformation, and the process outlined the following. The atmospheric oxygen contributes lateral process on the Earth's surface. Means Earth's surface different at the Earth's surface different types of the processes are involved. like this, the energy production means any organic compounds like gases, methane, ethane, propane, or other fossil fuels like the coal and other, all have a requirement of the oxygen. Without oxygen, no burning will be carried out. Without burning, no energy will be released. So it is used for the conversion of the gases into energy form. Atmospheric oxygen utilized by aerobic organisms means that there are the several microorganisms like bacteria and fungus, mainly bacteria, which utilize the oxygen for the degradation of the organic material. There are several types of the organic materials which are available in the environment after the death of the plants or animals. These bacteria degraded the uh, remains parts of the body, and it utilize oxygen to convert these organic parts organism into the CO2 plus H2 and also release the oxygen. So it is the necessary for the degradation of the organic material. अब oxygen is consumed by some oxidative weathering process. Here we can already see the ferric iron oxide is utilized O2 to form the ferric oxide, and also in the case of the photosynthesis, only single source is the only one source for the oxygen is the photosynthesis. Means the with the help of the light, the synthesis means the preparation of the food and the release of the oxygen as a byproduct. CO2 plus H2O plants. H means the photons of the light. It forms the CH2O means the carbohydrate and the oxygen. A form of oxygen containing especially O3 occurring in the rarefied region of the atmosphere. In the stratosphere, here is a sphere, the ozonosphere, which absorb the harmful radiation which comes to the earth if the layer will be degraded, and it will cause the different type of the problems. All the molecular oxygen now in the atmosphere is through thought to be have originated through the action of photosynthetic organism. तो जितनी भी ऑक्सीजन है, sorry, all the oxygen is only supplied by the process of the photosynthesis, and there is no any other means by which we can obtain the oxygen. So here we can take the two cycles, and the next part we will cover the nitrogen cycles, and the remaining cycle we will be cover. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thanks.